Welcome back to Fitness Coaching. I have a great at-home workout that you can do. You do not need equipment. If you do have mini bands, amazing. The first half of the workout, we will be using mini bands, or if you have a small object like a soup can, a water bottle, anything like that will do as well. If you're new to these workouts, listen to your body. Stay tuned for the options at the beginning of each set as well. So I will give you some options whether you want to make it more challenging or if it's not quite there for you yet. Now, I do have two halves to this workout. So the first half will be sets that we're focusing on the mini bands, a little more resistance focused. And the second half will be a few Tabatas that I've put together so we can really increase that heart rate and get that cardio burn that you're looking for. So this is a total body workout that will have that resistance training as well as that cardio. So you're getting a little bit of everything today. If you're tight on time and you can only do a little bit, the first half is about 10 minutes and the second half is about 20 minutes, depending on how long you take rests in between these sets. All you need to do is pause the video if you need a little extra break. All right, so let's get started. So our first exercise is our lunge band twist. So if you do have mini bands, all you have to do is put it around those wrists, keep that tension on and arms locked out. If you don't have a mini band, you can also hold an object like a water bottle or anything like that in front for that. Now what we're doing here is we're going to keep that tension on, take a step back nice and tall. Notice how I'm 90 degrees at both knees, shoulders are down and back. We're rotating slow controlled over top of that front knee. And we're going to alternate sides, staying nice and tall, twisting through. Option, you can decrease that range of motion on those lunges, so just into a little bit of a step back with that twist. And you can also do this without any resistance, no bands and no weights. Whatever feels best for you. But let's get started.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, our next exercise is our banded bird dogs. Again, you can do this with or without resistance, totally up to you. If you do have the mini bands, we can put them on both our feet and our arms, whatever feels good for you. If you're gonna put them on the feet, we wanna put them just around the midfoot. So if you can see here, if I'm sitting, put them around the feet, and you just keep that tension on. Now notice I do have that red band. That's the highest resistance here, but whatever feels good. You can also use the green band, or like I said, no band. So you don't have to have resistance on this one. And then again, with or without resistance, you're in that tabletop position. I'm gonna show without resistance on the hands. So with core is engaged, tabletop, we wanna keep those hips level. We're gonna slowly extend. And with that back foot, I'm really focusing on keeping it extend. So I'm keeping that tension on the foot and I'm squeezing that glute. Opposite arm, opposite leg, extending. You might not get that full extension if you do have that heavier resistance. So with this, I'm just kind of reaching, slow control, a slight tension on. And again, without that resistance is just as good. So really think slow control, keeping that core engaged, hips level, and we're slowly extending. Opposite arm, opposite leg, keeping that head neutral for 12 repetitions. Take a little break and repeat. Our next resistance focused exercise here is our bicep curls and dips. So if you have that mini band, again, we're gonna keep that tension on those hands. We're gonna lock those elbows down, shoulders back, and one arm at a time. So we're gonna do 30 seconds with one arm, 30 seconds with the other arm, and 30 seconds for our tricep dips. Again, if you're using a weight, an object, if it's a heavier weight, you can hold it together as one. If it's good to do with one hand, and we can actually even get a rotation if you want. You could do hammer curls, regular curls, or rotational curls. Whatever you want to do, just make sure you're matching to both side so your arms stay even, but slow control, and we're keeping those elbows locked. For our dips, we're gonna have any kind of object, whether it's a table, a chair, anything, maybe even a stair, and we're gonna have those hands on the table. We can either bend the knees, but make sure we keep the hips close to the bench or a table, whatever you're using. Elbows go down to 90 degrees and then push straight up and extend. As we go further out with those feet, it will get more challenging, and you can even take those feet off the floor if you have another object to put those feet on, or adding some kind of weight on your legs. So those are ways you can increase the challenge as well. All right, let's get to it. first Tabata, we're going to be doing high knees, which is whatever tempo you want. So either here, or you can go a little bit faster, wherever that intensity takes you. Remember, it's 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. So the 2 exercises we're doing for 4 rounds, high knees, and then we're doing our twists, opposite knee, opposite elbow. Again, whatever tempo works, the higher the tempo, the higher the intensity, the harder you are working. All right, let's go. Second Tabata, we have our pulse squats and plank kick-throughs. So pulse squats, again, if you want to add some challenge, you can add a mini band on here or even hold a weight. But we're going to get into that squat and just little pulses. Again, whatever range of motion works for you. We're going to try and hold this for a full 20 seconds. Keep that core engaged, nice and tall, and keep that weight proportioned evenly through those feet. Holding for 20 seconds, 10 seconds of rest. Then we're gonna have our high plank kick through. So in that high plank position, hands under shoulders, core is engaged. We're gonna kick one foot through, reach that other arm up to the sky. Alternating sides, but keeping that control. You can take that onto the knees, so this way you're getting a little less tension through that core. But keep those hips down so the hips don't come up to the air. Squeeze that butt, reach that one leg out and extend to the sky. Take your time so you keep that form and you're safe through that movement. Our next Tabata is jump lunges and pulse push-ups. So jump lunges, we want to make sure we're square as we step back into that lunge. And when we're jumping, we're switching feet and absorbing that landing. To take it down to a low impact, we're stepping back, knee drive. Stepping back, explosive up. So you're using that breath explosive through that movement. And our pulse push-ups, hands on your shoulders, core is engaged. We're coming down to that bottom and pulsing. Option, you can take it down to those knees and pulse, or you can also use an incline of some kind. So if you're using that incline, making sure that shoulders are over top of those hands, coming down to that bottom position and pulsing. Again, we're trying to hold this for 20 seconds, so do the best that you can.
Starting session.
I like it when the bass go. I like it when the bass go. I like it when the bass go. I like it when the bass go.
All right, our last Tabata, we're gonna focus on that core. So we have scissor crunches and heel touches. First one, we're gonna be a little more explosive in the movement. Second one is gonna be very slow and peaceful. So scissor crunches, we wanna push that back into the floor. Exhale as we come up to the opposite leg. So we want a little bit of a twist as we come up, but I'm lengthening that spine, keeping that core engaged. Option on this one, take it to a bicycle as we twist, opposite knee, opposite elbow. Then our heel touches, wide stance in those legs. We're gonna bring those shoulders off of the ground so we feel that core engage, and slow control, we're gonna just side bend. So we reach towards that heel. Notice my tempo is very slow and control. All right, let's do this. Are you ready? Let's go.
1, 2, 3, go!
All right, you did it. Awesome job. Way to crush that workout. Stay tuned for the next one. Subscribe for more.